Hello, fellow creative people. Let me hope we are all well and everything is basically fine. Today we are going to extend much ideas that are basically aimed at seeing that we improve our economic status. Okay, as videographers, as creative people, as people who are looking at improving. Okay, because everyone wants to do work basically aiming at achieving and aiming at getting further, and even having that freedom to do what you want, to go to places that you want, to also have time that you spend with your beloved ones. Okay, so how would you fight to see that you achieve that? Which ideas would be in your mind, okay, by the time you want to be doing that? Okay, so it is high time you start now, okay, so that we happen to share these ideas and you pick up, okay, where you need to improve, you happen to improve, where you need to just focus. It is let me start with this. You find that most of us we even go ahead and ask ourselves, what inspires you? Let me give you an example. For most of the successful people, they do not usually look out for something to first have to inspire them to do something. Okay? Once they wake up, that is already something that inspires them. You have woken up alive, you are not sick, you are not weak. Besides that, weakness is a mentality. Because you may find that you are weak because you have less interest in what you're going to do that morning. So you find yourself weak and a bit lazy. So long as you're woken up, you're not dead, because the most thing that you should fear most is death, because nothing you're going to do when dead. Okay, so that is why I say that the most inspiring thing for you, okay, is you waking up alive without having anything that is basically paining you, not having something that is basically distracting you, that you cannot reverse, that is basically on your body. Because if you get an accident, maybe on the legs, maybe you cannot do anything. Okay, then the other ideas that I will happen to throw around is, did you know that most of the rich people, okay, at least I will give you a rough thing about the statistics, that did you know that most of the rich people, 75% are entrepreneurs? Okay, so if 75% are entrepreneurs, where are you? Do you do your own businesses, or you're working, okay, for someone? Because you find that most of you, it is difficult for you to be patient to yourself, and you start a business that you're going to sweat maybe hard work and smart work for 4 years, and then you live freely. You find that you yourself, you are not patient to have that, okay, and you find yourself being patient for 40 years working for someone, not having that freedom that you would love to have. Okay, so you don't want stress, you don't want anything, but at the end of the day, you want to be free. Okay, you want to earn the same earning as the company owner. You get it? So have that in mind, that yes, for you to start up yours, you need to sweat and see that you achieve it. You need to dream bigger. You need to hard work and smart work for it, to have it for 4 years. Or even some businesses would even require you to do mistakes, because once you do any mistake, okay, in your business, you're fighting hard to achieve. Okay, you learn from that mistake. Be ready to learn from your mistakes, that if I invested this time, then I happen to get losses. If you're noting, you're how did this loss come about? So can I prevent it the next time? If you used less professional people, could you hire professional people? If you used some people who claimed to be professional, okay, and they misfired with your businesses and stuff, or with your plans that you wanted to do. It means that today, if you just go to your friends, so today it means that you'll look for a company that basically does that to do it for you, or vice versa. You look for some other people that are not even having companies, but you trust them that they are professional to handle that. You get it? So the next thing is, do you know that we started with 75% of those rich people are what? Are entrepreneurs. 15% of them are investors. 3% are actors, sportsmen, and entertainers. So where are you? Okay? And 0% are employees. Okay? So this basically means that if you are dreaming of being a rich person somehow, somewhere, not from being employed. Okay? Not from being employed. Yes, there are those that work maybe in the first class companies. Let me say you're working as the CEO of YouTube. Maybe you could be earning some bigger, but also the status that you're living in would demand for the usage of that salary that you're getting, because there are taxes that you'll have to pay, okay, of that salary. Okay, but this owner of the company will be like, after getting all the profits, after paying off all the workers, the remaining is for that person, because he's the owner of the company. Is the one to say, this year we are saving this amount, this year I'm putting this into use, I'm buying a new house, I'm buying this, unless otherwise this person decides to just gift you. But will you live off those gifts? Okay, so it means that look out for the best way to see that you also do what? Invest and do what? And achieve. Then you have to be, I always talk about you being patient with what you do, with yourself, okay, to see that you achieve. Okay, so most of the times you accumulating money, you becoming rich, does not ask for any qualifications, does not ask for whether your teachers trusted you at school, whether your parents trusted you at school with your knowledge. I'm talking about the knowledge that you had, whether you outperformed some other students. Yes, you can outperform students at school, then you come to the real world and mess up. You come to the real world and you become more broke than you would think. Say, let me say, even if we are like brothers or sisters and we are given the same amount of money to invest throughout the year, you get it, at the end of the year we shall be having different amounts. So that is why I say look out for knowledge. Usually we have platforms like TikTok, YouTube, we have Twitter and some others that have not mentioned, like Facebook and so on and so forth. But what do you do there? Okay, do you market your business? Do you like watch comedy throughout? Work without play will make you dull. But again, do not spend the whole day on social media not learning anything. These days you do not even need to go to schools to learn a skill. You just need to sit in front of your computer. Once you get some, because like when you sit in front of your computers, because these days we even have AI, okay, so you sit in front of your computer and you even on your phone, because most of you will say I need a laptop, I need a desktop, or I need a PC or computer. But these days you don't need to have a computer. We almost all have smartphones whereby you could go on your phone, then you type in and you read some knowledge about something. Yes, when that knowledge is not bought, you find that on Google, that is the best way to waste time. When you're searching for knowledge, okay, when you're searching for knowledge, let me say, you type in how to do this. When you're on Google, you're given that basic knowledge, okay? You're given that basic knowledge because it is, again, people that put that information on those different platforms, okay? These are people like you. So each person has his idea. So let me say they happen to put different information about something. So you may get lost within the blue. Okay? So if you feel like more than interested, okay, to find out and to get to know, even if you try to use the AIs basically that we happen to have, you find that they are also giving you that, we would say that would be the basic knowledge about something. But if you want to go deep, there are different platforms that you could go to and ask for different courses on maybe doing something, anything that you would love to do. Okay, so it is not like long ago where you used to have to first attend to maybe a class, have lectures, meet different lecturers, maybe they fail you. So these days you have nothing to say. Maybe this person and this person. Okay. Then the other thing is, most of us fear to like start up. Okay, fear to start up. You're like those people, they were meant to be those who are already there or who have made it. Okay, so don't think that those people, like, what would I say? How would I call it? That they got there by accident. Okay, because less of them inherited them. Though, even if you inherit something, it is easier for you to lose that something. That is what I want you to understand. You inherit something like riches, it is easier for you to like waste them throughout. Though, so if you find someone still having what he managed to inherit from someone, it means that this person has the knowledge to actually keep that stuff. You get it? So don't expect to get somewhere, whether you are looking at doing videography, photography, filming. And by the way, I film, I do movies, I like edit, I color grade. So anyone out there, I'm also a musician, anyone out there who looks at like shooting videos, doing what, I can train you on how to do that. I'm based in Uganda, so I can help you do that via online. I could give you some lectures on how to grow your YouTube channel, how to like, yeah, a lot of stuff. So inbox me. I usually share a lot of information about me just below this video or every video I happen to upload, because I usually upload some of my videos as I shoot, or take pictures on weddings, on music videos, on my channel, basically this channel where we are basically discussing from. Okay, so endeavor to say that you check on me. So we continue with our story. What I would love to say is, so most of the times people want to get somewhere. Okay, let me give an example of what I do, like in videography, but they are not willing to do what? To take risks. Okay, they are not willing to face rejections. So for me, I don't know, because when I was just starting, I would say the truth. The truth is, I was so motivated that I was in an extent of like, let me say, seeing something that I want. I see already made videos and I'm like, I'm going to shoot that. Okay, but reaching the software, I would even have the camera footage better than what I put out of the software. You get that? Because I didn't know how to like tweak some of the buttons within the software. You get that? But I had that motivation that I can. If the other people can do it, then I can. I faced different rejections, because the funny thing is, as I was just starting up, instead of looking for the upcoming artists, I was also looking for the already made, or the ones close to the already made artists, before I even had videos for these people who are just coming up. You get that? So just know you have to face rejections, because I faced also rejections and I'm still facing them. So you find that someone comes to you to shoot him a video, maybe a wedding video, maybe a movie, maybe a short film, but this person is like, I want this. Okay, maybe he says, which big artist have you shot for? which bigger project have you worked for? Then you're like, I haven't reached there, but at least you see what I can do and you see what I have done. So I haven't also got that chance to work for them, but at least climb on board, then help me get there. Okay, as in, you shoot for him, you're like, I can shoot for you something good, and when also these people see they could also give me jobs, but again this person insists, then he rejects you. Not that you can't manage, but you haven't shot for anyone bigger, maybe anyone known in your country as a bigger artist or as a big, maybe, actor. You get that? So that is part of life. Rejections are real and expect to face them. Okay? Then mistakes you have made. My dear, I've also made a lot of mistakes. So if we are to talk about any work we do, any work that you're looking at, because you may get to fear to start your company, maybe that's something that you do because you did a certain mistake. There are times you shoot, I've also ever shot. Sometimes they are not even your mistakes, but they are mistakes done by the people you have hired. I've shot a certain wedding, then on reaching, I just bought a new disc, then on reaching home, after 2 days, the disc crashed. So I slept even on the floor, feeling that the floor is warmer than the bed. You get that? So it is like mistakes are there, but you have to talk to people, you have to communicate to people, you have to embrace it. Yes, I made a mistake, so what should I do? How should I prevent myself from doing the same mistake next time as I'm doing something? Okay, so now let us say that what would keep you different from those other people? Okay, so what would keep you different from those other people doing the same content as you do? Okay, or expecting to be rich or expecting to earn from what they do is, no matter those mistakes, no matter what you have gone through, it is all about keep going, you keeping going. Okay, because most of the times everyone would want to work with someone who he would find there the next time he comes back. Say, let me give you an example. You want to eat from a restaurant. Maybe that lady cooks well, maybe that restaurant offers good services, but whenever you come, sometimes maybe it is on Monday, you find that this restaurant happened to work, then the next day it didn't work. The other day they happened to work half day, the other day they happened to work maybe in the night. So it is like they are not reliable. Okay, you would want to get maybe to become a subscriber to a restaurant that works daily, where you can even order. Okay, you may call this restaurant and you're like, okay, bring me that food, give it to the delivery guy, and you get it. So that is what we love. That is what everyone loves. Okay, so learn from your mistakes and always be ready to persist. Okay, keep on moving, no matter how hard the situation is. Keep on moving. Okay, do not live 40 years happily working as an employee when you do not have anything that you have set up for yourself. Okay, so dream bigger. I'm not saying that being employed is bad, okay, but also you setting up something. Just imagine, let me give you this. Have you ever asked yourself, so if you become jobless at that job that you happen to do, okay, if you are jobless at that time, if you get to your job and they sack you at that moment, at that day, on that day that you have gone to the job, and they are like, okay, so and so, we are happy for your services, but sorry, we are not continuing with you. Okay, so they discharge you off, even if they pay you some months. So how long would you sustain yourself with what you have been facilitating or doing, okay, before you start calling people for help, before you start calling maybe your brothers or sisters or any of a person who you think would give you some support, or before you get another job, okay? How long would you sustain yourself before you get another job? Okay, have you ever asked yourself about that? So that is why you need to find a way, whether you are employed, whether you are not employed. Look at what you do, look at the skills that you have. What else can you do besides what you're doing now? So some of you have partners where you find that your partners, there are those that are not royal, but there are those that are royal. If you find that this person may not be royal, so then you have to find a way of working together. If you are to work together, then if you are not willing to work together, then look for another way, whether you like maybe work with your brothers, because there are those people that are fully occupied, but you have to find a way of looking at doing something extra, because how would you feel if you earn the other money and some other money comes in, that you can keep or store, or that is off the budget? So invest somewhere. You can write books, you can create a course over the skill that you have, you can do a lot of stuff. The world we live now is digital. You can learn a skill without going to a school. So there are platforms that even sell courses where you could go and buy courses. You could promote some other people's products, whereby you earn from those products. So what I would say, so thank you for listening to our part 2 of where we have a talk. So this is our part 2, so wait for part 3 of these experiences. So we share experiences. Maybe I would even share some more experiences with some other people, where you could look at these people, they share their stories with you, and you see how far they have come from where they are, how long has it taken them to get to where they are, how much have they sacrificed. And sometimes you are lucky that for you have sacrificed less. So endeavor to say that you hit the subscribe button. I do videography. If you have a wedding that you want me to shoot, contact me. If you want education on how to do maybe content creation and some other stuff, as I list them below my channel, so contact me and we find a way of working together. Thank you.